Morning everyone, this is Joe with Lock It Up. Right here in another beautiful Central Texas morning. We are in a new neighborhood. We kind of jumped the railroad tracks, so we're on the other side now. But still great homes, big lots. Really pretty out here, big mature trees as usual. And so, yeah, just myself and Oakley. Oakley. And we're just out here for another good walk this morning. Foot hurts a little bit because if you've never gotten an ingrown toenail before, I was just had to deal with that and get that all cut up so that way it's all back to normal. So I have a little extra pain in that toenail, but we'll be all right. It's nothing too terrible. And yeah, just back out here again for another walk and see what we can do. I think it's only a couple blocks, so might be a short walk for us today unless I want to do some laps. But really pretty, spacious, probably not too much through traffic because it's kind of a isolated homing area, so should be nice and peaceful and just us this morning. But how are y'all doing? Hopefully you're gonna have a good week and a good day and just be able to get what you need to get done. So to be able to get things done, this week I've been prioritizing, making my own list for work. And so, you know, do you have your priority list, the things that are important to you that need to get done first? I know there's a billion things that need to be done, but you need to kind of write that list down and prioritize it. It's like, okay, if I complete this, will this help out other things? It's usually like a high priority. Or if it's something that's time sensitive, usually means it should be done first, just because if you run out of time, it can't be done. So another thing to consider when you're making your list is you want it to be prioritized properly. You don't want it to be everywhere and be ineffective. You want to be able to have that list, and then when you follow that list, it'll help you complete tasks. When you complete the task, it'll then help you get things done. So, you know, however you feel like writing it. And then also what I did with my priority list was kind of like the why. So on the left hand side, write the list, and then on the right hand side, and like connected to it, put, you know, why you should get it done. And then usually that kind of helps you prioritize what is important. Like I said, we all got a billion things to do, but making a list, sorting it out, sometimes you can do one thing that actually helps out 2 or 3 other things, which then make it easier. So that's a good thing to have, is understand, okay, hey, this one helps out other areas, so it might be a little bit more important to get it done. So yeah, make your priority list, find out what your priorities are. You know, maybe it's been a while, maybe you've never done it. And when you kind of start it, you start to kind of create your own natural flow of things that you need to get done. Because then you'll notice, okay, this one's way more important than this. Maybe it won't take as long and I can get it done sooner, and then I'll help you out. So yeah, figure out what your priorities are, whether that's for family life, whether that's for work life, or a blend of both. Go ahead and start working on it. Get it done, get it going, be able to work on it so that way you can take care of yourself better and whatever else you're responsible for, or whatever else you got going on in your life. I was thinking about and this was inspired by something I read, you know, what happened to telling people that they did a good job, especially, you know, family life, especially work life. You know, compliments kind of went away, and it's kind of like you wonder why. Like what caused that for people not to recognize others in the hard work that they do. Bless you, Oakley. You know, especially in work, in the Army, that was a rarity, and you never knew what to do with it when someone actually told you good job or that you did good or something like that. You're kind of just like, yeah, whatever. You know, that's kind of odd. But you know, especially in civilian work life, you know, if you're a boss and you have employees and they show up and they do good work, you should thank them. You know, a simple thank you probably goes a long way. Recognizing the hard work they do. A reward would be even better, but you know, it's like, how do you reward that? Yeah, with more money, of course, but you know, it's just a hard blend of understanding the hard work that someone put into something. But you have to recognize when they do that, so that way they can continuously know what right looks like. If you don't know what right looks like, you do this, you do that, no one says nothing about nothing, you don't know what to do, you're confused. So it's like, is that what happens to, American society? You got great people putting in hard work every day. I mean, unless you make the news about something you did, you're not going to have anybody come out and say, hey, good job, unless it's friends or family or, maybe a customer. But, we just don't recognize hard work anymore. We don't congratulate, we don't thank, we don't say anything. It's just, we're very silent right now, even with all social media, even with, especially social media. Everyone is more likely to say negative things than positive things. It's like, are we not all on the same team? If we're on different teams, let me know. What makes the teams, what splits us up. But otherwise, we should be all on the same team, right? We should all be working together. We should all be trying to make our communities better. Have whatever our experiences are, whether it's, driving on the roads, or whether it's shopping, or whether it's, being out and about, walking your dog or whatever. It's like, when someone does something right, they should be thanked for it. I don't say you have to reward them, but even a thank you is a better reward than nothing at all, right? So if you work, if you're a boss, you have employees, they're doing great, make sure you thank them. Not some lame ass pizza party. Really put your heart into it, because they're there to help you with your business. And if they weren't there, what would you do? You'd probably freak out, right? So thank them for being there. If you can reward them, great. Stop doing lame pizza parties, but truly show that you appreciate the hard work they put into it. That's what's going to be the difference between a good company and a bad company now. Leading up to it, if I see what I see, maybe, just maybe, this might be the last 5 years of what we have going on right now. There should be a change, and it should hopefully happen sooner. But small business owners have the ability to give a better product than big corporate does. Big corporate can't afford to have good quality products, because if they're so focused on making money, they're not focused on making a better product. And that's where you can take over. You can do things that they can't, because they have to report to all these people and all these owners and all this stuff. Not you. You don't have that. You can just go do it with ease. I mean, what product do you see that kind of sucks, and what would it really take to make it better? My big thing is, like, I don't like all the synthetic, I don't like all the fake. I like, a real product. So what would it take to make a real product again, instead of this fake, just fake product? They're essentially selling us the worst version of what they want to sell us, if that makes sense. So, it's going to be a change, whether it's the change in the way the business owner takes care of its employees, or whether it's the way the business owner creates and makes their product. It's like, and I feel it'll be a change in the mindsets of Americans, is understanding that it's okay to have higher quality products again. You don't have to accept this fake BS that they're giving us. You can go get real whatever it is that you're wanting. And yes, is it going to cost more? Yes, because it's the real thing. The fake stuff is going to cost a lot less because it's fake. It's not the real product anymore. And where that happened exactly, I'm not too sure. Maybe probably trickled around maybe in the 40s, think they started getting better at it probably in the 80s. And then since about the 80s, I feel like they've really kind of started going for it. But, you know, it's just about, you know, what do you want? Do you want fake? You can get fake. You want real? You can get real. Sometimes the real costs more because it's a harder process, but it's a better product for you. So there's a trade-off. That's what you're trading off for. But hopefully in 5 years, I would like to see a big shift go from fake to real again. Because at this point, if they just keep getting any more fake, they'll just be able to sell us nothing for top dollar. But then what can you do past that point? You can't. Like, that's the ultimate bottom lowest way to ruin a product. You know, big corporate has their product, right? So they keep cutting it down, watering it down, and ruining the product that probably started off as a great product. But now it's getting so fake and so synthetic, it's not even a real product anymore. Which, you know, couldn't you get in trouble for that? Maybe. I'm not too sure all that stuff. But, you know, it's like at what point they're gonna ruin the product, and then what are they gonna do? Like, how do you recover from ruining a product, from making it so cheap and so disgusting and so unvaluable? That's a good question. That'd be something to dig into. But I feel like that's what they're leading towards. With the decisions that some of these big corporate companies make, they're ruining their own product with the unfortunate idea of just trying to make money. Now, you can make money, you can make hands over fist if you have a high quality product. I know, we can go point out a bajillion companies that do it and they make great money. But these companies, they want to, oh, how can we save $1? How can we save a penny? And that's good to a point. I feel like once you get to a point, then you run as efficiently as possible and make a great high quality product. I'm all for that. That's what I do with my company for other companies. That's how I advise. Because are there other ways to make your product better? Yeah. Are there ways to make it easier? Sure. But once you start ruining your product, you start watering it down, you start cutting, you start doing all that, you ruined what made it good in the first place. You ruined why people bought it in the first place. And, you know, that's what a lot of these companies do. They get to the point, like, right now I see a new trend. You know, I'd like to dig into it more before I actually say anything, but it's like I see it, and then it's like, at one point, are they selling us nothing? That's like my big pet peeve. It's like, I enjoy a good quality product, and that's why you'll see me buy those products, because I'm tired of the fake stuff that they give us. So, you know, what are your thoughts? You know, what product, especially, you know, people are like, oh, when I was a kid, this was so much better. You're probably right. It probably was better, probably because they created it better back then. But, you know, what product have you seen that got ruined, that you don't enjoy anymore, that you wish could go back to, you know, maybe the original formula, or, you know, a way that it was at some point? I mean, I'm all for it. Let me know. And if you agree with this, make sure you share it, like it, subscribe. We'll have more fun conversations like this over a long time. So y'all take care. Y'all have a good day.